Competitiveness isn't toxic, it's natural, and society didn't just kill it in adults, it started in childhood. Society suppresses competitive instincts before people even understand what they are. Children are naturally competitive through play, games, races, and comparison. But instead of teaching healthy competitions to children, adults increasingly remove scorekeeping, avoid winners and losers, and shame children for trying too hard. Do you remember when you as a kid were wrestling with other kids, and instead of creating an environment where it's controlled and regulated, the adults just shut it down and scolded you for wrestling with another kid? Competitive energy should be regulated and coached, not erased and suppressed. When you kill competition in childhood, you don't get kinder adults, you get weaker ones. Modern culture prioritizes comfort over challenge. We remember how when we were children, how the adults suppressed our competitiveness. But even in today's work environment, competitive behavior is seen as something toxic. Every failure you experience is treated as trauma instead of feedback for your mistakes. Striving for higher goals and excellence is framed as elitism and perfectionism. Today's society follows a culture where the concept of winners and losers has been erased from existence. Drive can be a result from competition, but this drive is being seen as toxic, as it challenges the conformist mindset. Without competition, we lose the resilience, direction, and self-trust built by every challenge we overcome. Because of this lack of competition, people nowadays develop more anxiety and avoidance reflexes. Their identity is built on approval, not on competence proven to themselves. Because of this approval-seeking behavior, people become more dependent on structures, like their bosses, who throw treats in form of approval to the conformist. They rely on this approval, simply because they've been taught that approval is more important than self-mastery and the self-confidence built by competition and overcoming challenges. Nowadays, society are made of fragile individuals who fear pressure, who avoid conflict at every cost, and they delude themselves into believing there is no hierarchy. The stability they seek and feel rather becomes artificial than earned. We've been suppressing the competitive nature in all of us for the whole time, but in some people that doesn't work. Those people have never learned how to compete properly and in a healthy way. And if you've never learned that, you become a criminal. You don't know how to compete in a healthy way, simply because you've never been taught. Instead, they try to suppress your competitiveness. But if it slips out and you hurt a person, it's your fault. Competition can be toxic, but that's not how we should compete as humans. As the goal of competition should be overcoming yourself, learn new things, and leave your comfort zone. Competition is not about cruelty or domination. Healthy competition is voluntary, structured, fair, and character building. Don't force people who don't want to compete with you to compete with you. Find people who are like-minded and compete with them. Strength comes from friction, not avoidance. When a society removes the arena, it doesn't remove conflict. It just ensures no one knows how to handle it when it arrives. Like Miyamoto Musashi and Bruce Lee said, it is better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war.